Last year, people discovered that the Best Actress nominee had tweets that were racist against the Chinese, the Muslims, Selena Gomez, and one that praised Adolf Hitler. This was a really fun time that I'm nostalgic for, especially when you compare it to the shit discussed this year. No Other Choice, a film that looks and sounds better than most of the nominees this year, got 0 nominations. Daniel Lopatin didn't get the Best Score nomination, which is fucking insane. Miles Caton didn't get nominated for Sinners, even though he's winning other awards and is the film's breakthrough star. And the same could be said for Chase Infinity. I guess the Oscars hate young talent. And lastly, Sorry Baby, a critical darling, was completely ignored. But considering the drama, maybe you want to be ignored by the Academy. The most serious controversy of the year is the Safdie brothers one.
According to Good Time sources, a 17-year-old girl was cast to play a prostitute in the crime thriller. Once on set, the teenager was thrust into a scene that involved nudity and simulated sex with actor Buddy Duress during production in New York. Duress, who was high at the time, exposed himself to the 17-year-old as the cameras continued to roll.
This one feels like it was strategically brought out again as the campaign started, and many speculate this was the reason the brothers split into different projects. You would think that this nasty situation would be a much bigger deal, but every time the media puts this out, it strangely just kind of disappears. What's stranger, people are getting more angry about stupider things connected to Timothée Chalamet. There are some strange arguments about him trying to be black, which is like, if you suggest that liking hip hop and dating a Kardashian makes you a black person wannabe, aren't you the racist one? The even shittier controversy is the opera thing.
I don't want to be working in ballet or opera or, things where it's like, hey, keep this thing alive, even though no one cares about this anymore.
Timothée basically said he doesn't want to work in an art that's not mainstream, and he was a little bit mean about it, but clearly in a joking way.
All respect to the ballet and opera people out there. I just lost 14 cents in viewership, but damn, I just took shots for no reason.
This resulted in an army of unemployed people online claiming that he attacked art, and there are actual opera houses that responded by saying how big they are. But he is right. Opera is not mainstream. Most of the people upset about this do not go to theater. I love theater and I think it should be protected, but I will not pretend that most people go every month and that it's not niche, even a little elitist. And the theaters use this controversy to get people to buy tickets, which is a desperation that just proves him right. Also, he comes from a family of theater people. I don't think he hates theater. The reason this makes me angry is that actors are not allowed to have personalities anymore. Jessie Buckley made a comment about how she hates cats, and then she had to backtrack, and there's a real worry that it might affect her chances at winning. The thing is that actors are interesting people with odd opinions. That's just what they are. And I hate that they are not allowed to go into rants. It's funny when someone breaks into a Larry David rant, and we are being robbed of that. Everyone has to be media trained, every comment sounds like an HR message. People don't want celebrities, they want slop. And I will repeat myself, but it genuinely upsets me that the opera gate is getting more traction than a young woman getting forced into a sex scene. People are really showing their priorities with these issues. Well, all of this brings me to my next point. Sean Penn did a masterful job in one battle after another, and he already won SAG and the BAFTA awards, but here's the thing, there's no controversy. Do you know why? Because he's quiet. There are no interviews or red carpets with Sean Penn. He's just smoking inside and hanging out with his giant girlfriend like a badass. But here's the thing, Sean Penn is an old school lunatic. He's one of those boomers who thinks that he's Hunter S. Thompson. When he wins and gets up on that stage and opens his mouth, the words that will come out will cause a nuclear explosion. It's like resurrecting a primordial beast and releasing it into Times Square. If people were angry about Timmy shitting on opera, they will commit suicide after hearing whatever Sean Penn says. Or, if Jacob Elordi wins for Frankenstein before Timothy does, it might lead Timothée Chalamet to commit suicide, which which is also an interesting outcome. Sinners got 16 nominations, which is wonderful for everyone involved. And there are two camps. One is saying that this level of success is not deserved, and one is defending Sinners really strongly, calling it a generational film. Both of these sides can get really annoying. The ones hating it don't see it as a film worthy of the Oscars, and I think many of their arguments are in bad will. The ones defending it make very good arguments, but they can also get very annoying. A lot of people are talking about how Michael B. Jordan basically deserves the award, sometimes because he plays two roles, which is like, that doesn't mean anything. Plus, there's this sense of victimhood, like they're saying that Hollywood doesn't care about Sinners. And it's like, you haven't lost yet. And if they gave you 16 nominations, I don't think they ignore you. Personally, I think it's a good thing that this film has success. I'm much happier for a vampire action flick being awarded than a typical Oscar bait biopic. It's also good to support films that audiences really care for. And it's a huge win for horror as a genre, which has been ignored by the Academy so many times, and which is why I also want Amy Madigan to win and do the weapons run as she goes to the stage. My favorite quote about filmmaking comes from Pauline Kael. She said that the best popular movies are a marriage of commerce and art. And that's what Sinners is. It's a vampire flick, but it's also a film about race, culture, and appropriation. Peter Weller, who played Robocop, does a great job explaining this. Please watch his video. I can't do a better job than Robocop. He's my hero. Another thing with Sinners is that I feel like their fans are really trying to put down one battle. A lot of it just feels really forced, but many are criticizing the portrayal of black women in One Battle, which I think is a very fair criticism, and I think it would be worth discussing. But that is not possible in 2026, because the world today is a Waffle House drunk fight. There's also the BAFTA controversy, which is really unfortunate, but I feel like a lot of people are missing the point, which is that BAFTA was the one that massively fucked up, because British people are evil. The acting categories are absolutely stacked this year.
I don't wanna come across like a woke asshole, but like,
I think that usually the actress in lead role category is much stronger than the actor in lead role category. But this year might be one of the best lineups in years. I genuinely don't think there's a wrong choice in picking a winner. Same goes for the actress, and both the supporting actor categories. It shows how great 2025 was for movies. Oh, I guess Elio was nominated. Is that the mermaid one?
I never had a friend before. Me neither. Up top.
I am Grygon, prepared to be conquered.
But I just got here.
What the fuck is this? One thing I find funny this year is how there's all this drama and then you hear nothing about Begonia. It's just Yorghos Lanthimos traveling around the world and posting pictures of Emma Stone, which might be the optimal lifestyle. Wait, what is this? I just heard news that the winners got leaked online. Someone just handed me the list. Let's see.